Good afternoon, families. It's been a while since I've done a vlog update, and I wanted to just take that quick time here this afternoon on Friday, April 16th, to touch in and touch base with you all on just a couple of things. First of all, we've been having really kind of hitting our stride with things in our virtual class. We've been learning and talking about in reading main characters, character traits, things that we know and learn about characters as we read books, using main idea and key details when we talk about stories that help us learn how to predict, and just kind of working together and identifying those things as we read. We've been taking those ideas into writing and beginning to write realistic fiction. Stories that have real elements but have either pretend characters or situations that haven't happened or really occurred. And really kind of increasing our detail for the things that we write about, which is pretty awesome. It's been going pretty well so far. I'm really impressed with how we've kind of pulled these two different parts together. In math, we've been counting by and adding tens to numbers, and this week we started adding two-digit numbers, so like 23 plus 15, without kind of regrouping and adding an extra 10. Today, this afternoon, we will be tiptoeing into kind of what many of us may remember as carrying the one, and which is called regrouping, and when you add two-digit numbers. So we'll see how we do today and moving into next week, which is pretty exciting. And things are going well. In our phonics, we've been working on long vowels, long A and long I, using a silent E. So that E at the end of a word that we don't pronounce, that changes a vowel from saying its sound to its name. So from the word like pin, P-I-N, to pine, P-I-N-E. So that's been going pretty well as well. It's just kind of continue to build on these things and then finding examples for us to read and practice. Got some things I'm going to be putting out for pickup today, and I want you to see what those are. It is Earth Month. April is the month where we really focus and talk about specifically what we do and what our role here is on the planet as human beings to make this world a better place, a place where it is sustainably a healthy place for us to live. And that takes all of us. So I've got a home art project that I want to do. And so I have a globe to cut out. There's little scissors there. A second page from a Scholastic that we're going to read this next week on Earthday, and it's an acrostic poem. And if you don't know what that is, it's a word, earth, top to bottom, and we're going to be writing little lines or words across that describe Earth, and there's some examples. I'll be doing this with the students together in person, and then there's a page on the back where we're going to be cutting out that Earth and gluing it here, and then kind of gluing or taping or stapling, whatever works for you at home, our poem to the bottom to kind of make our own special interpretation of this. I'm working on having an author of a new book that we've read in class, and the illustrator of that book, which is from my understanding, is like #1 on Amazon right now. It's called This Class Can Save the Planet. Actually have the illustrator and author come in and talk to us, and have the illustrator show us how to draw one of the things from the book. So my fingers are crossed. I'm going for some big things here. Other thing that'll be in for pickup, a bag that looks like this with some reading log, journals, pages on the back. I put a plastic bag on the outside so it's a little bit more resilient. This whole thing, manila envelope and everything, will come back and forth to our drop-off boxes. So here's my example. I've got an Ava right here. Inside, I've got some books. I've chosen books for each and every one of the students based on what their reading level is at an independent level, and with a few challenge books as well. There's going to be some fiction and nonfiction, different for all students. If those books are shorter, they can read them 1, 2, 3 times, right? The really shorter ones. As you get into more chaptery books or specialized books, you don't need to read a chapter book that's 90 pages 3 times, and I get that. So the log on the back there says, read it a couple of times, check it off. Do your best, knowing that these will take a while. I've put a bunch in here, so please don't feel like you need to crush through these in a week and turn this back in a week or so. This is for you to have some extra things. So if you have books at home, great. Here's a couple ones you may not. If you don't have books at home and you've been working solely on Epic and reading A to Z, here's some actual paper books for you to dive into with your student. So there's that as well. We will have another math workbook for pickup in the next week and a half. I haven't finished making it yet. It just takes lots of time to do this. And I hope that those things are working out. So please, please, please reach out and let me know if something hasn't been working or if you need some help or support with materials and materials pickup. We can arrange somehow working together as a crew. Otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you get a chance to get some fresh air, get outside, and enjoy the beautifulness that is our spring here in Milwaukee. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.